Hello, this is Babam. Welcome to Mindtest. We're going to demo the Automata mod, Cellular Automata, 1D, 2D, and 3D Cellular Automata. We're going to create a new world, call it Automata. Made a lot of changes to this mod over the last month. We are going to find the mods from the online mod store. We are going to install Automata. That's the first one here by Babam. Going to install that. And we're going to install World Edit in case we want to do some world editing with this mod. And I'm going to activate those. Double click on them to activate them. Alright, so we have our Automata world with our selected mods. We're going to say creative mode and turn off damage. And we're going to play the game. Now, first thing we're going to do is /grant single player, or your player name if you're multiplayer, all. That allows us to fly and clip through things. And for fun, we're going to set the time speed to 0 so it doesn't turn into night on us. So we're going to go to our inventory, our creative inventory, so we don't have to craft these items, although they do have crafting recipes, but that's the remote control, and that's the Automata block. So now we're holding the remote control. So the defaults for the remote control are to be in 2D mode, growing up in Y with this rule set and 8 neighbors. And we don't have any default trails, so to make things interesting, we're going to make a default trail. We'll just choose brick. We don't have to choose a final block, but we'll just do the default 30 generations and the default no delay. And we're going to change the sound here to dark boom because I like it. And then we're going to start one cell here by hitting this single button. And that grows a 2D automata with a trail of brick vertically. So you can see that there. So we'll try a 3D automata, also up in space. But first what we're going to do is we're going to disable the trail block. You don't have to disable it, but we're going to go to sequences. We're going to make a rainbow sequence. You can have up to 12 sequences. We're just going to make one here for out of different colors of wool in a kind of a rainbow. That's good there. And then we're going to say use sequence, and we're going to use sequence number 1 because that's what we just made. And we're going to make a 3D automata. We're going to go to 20 generations because this computer is pretty good. We're going to use the 26 neighbor rule and this default 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4 rule. And we'll change the sound to bowls just so you can get a taste for it. And we're going to check destructive because 3D automata grow properly when they're in destructive mode. Otherwise their trail will interfere with how they grow. Now we're going to put a slight delay on this of 300 milliseconds so we have time to back up when we place our block. There you go. Now if you want to add generations to an existing pattern that's finished, you can go to the Manage tab and we'll click the most recent pattern that we made, and we can add, let's add 5 generations. There you go. If a pattern is finished, you can delete it or you can purge them all the finished ones. You can pause a pattern that's going, you can resume it, and you can finish a paused pattern or an active pattern, which just means you're stopping it. Let's go grow a tree somewhere. We'll grow it on a cliff up here so you can see the roots come out. I'll just get over here somewhere. We'll grow it over these trees. So for a tree, you have to select a final block, otherwise the tree will just disappear. So you have to choose, you don't have to choose, but you can choose a tree block so that it will have matching leaves. Otherwise it'll just use the regular leaves. Trees grow good at about 120 generations. We'll grow it as fast as we can with 0 delay. We're going to leave all these settings at default. You can play with those at your leisure. But we're going to turn this to destructive so that the roots grow down into the landscape. Trees don't finish until the very end. They don't leave a trail. And there we go. You can see the roots have grown down into the existing landscape. And this is semi-random. The tree is an example of a non-totalistic 3D automata with probabilities. So there is all the features of our most recent iteration of the Automata mod. I hope you enjoy it. Have fun playing.